Here we go with another edition of our wrestling show. Bulldog Bob Brown with me, Ed Whalen at ringside. We got some important matches.
Two things catches my eye in this important wrestling today on television. The British Bulldogs against the Singh brothers. All I can tell you is I think the British Bulldogs are going to get beat right on television, and they're going to get
Boy,
embarrassed.
there's nothing like going out on a limb. What
And
else?
Johnny Benoit,
Chris Benoit,
Chris
Johnny
Benoit,
Smith.
and
You really
Johnny
are
Smith.
confused.
I think it's going to be a great match, but I think Johnny Smith is going to come out on top and retain the championship.
You don't need to watch the show if you listen to him. Anyhow, there are some other important bouts on the card, and we're going to get going in just a moment. Hang tough. We're right back. Yes, indeed, we are going to proceed right now by launching the proceedings. Tommy Ferrara, 215 pounds, Minneapolis. Goldie Rogers, 223, out of Hollywood, California. One fall with a 15-minute time limit. We are moving toward the 5-minute mark. Talking to Ferrara in the dressing room. He's a veteran of Vietnam and has quite a story to tell.
He certainly has quite a story to tell, Ed. But I tell you, Goldie Rogers already been issued a yellow flag or yellow card, whatever you call him up here, because he's been too rough with Ferraro. He's really taken it to him, and I tell you, I don't expect this match to last much longer. Because I think Goldie Rogers is going to go on.
You keep predicting everything. You are very predictable in your predicting.
I'm just going by what I see. Goldie Rogers is up to date tonight, and he's been just pouring it on to him. And you've been sitting here with me, and you've got to agree with me for once.
Well, yeah, it's no question. Goldie Rogers has been dominating. Ferrara has had a little problem getting going. Very personable young man, Tommy Ferrara.
He certainly did two tours of Vietnam. He served his country well. Now he's in the sport of professional wrestling, one of its best. But you don't have to tell him how tough it is, because he comes from two tours, and you know what Vietnam was all about. So the guy has really been taking a shellac. And a couple weeks ago, he wrestled your friend Larry Cameron, and Larry Cameron made short work of him. So he has to come out of this himself.
You'll see Larry the Shaft Cameron a little later in the show. Oh, boy, he has his nickname applied, Lethal. Ferrara, the hip toss there. Here comes Rogers. Delivers it with venom. Covers, and just a 2 count. Jurgen Herman is the third man in the ring. Oh, we've got some great matches coming up. At the 5-minute mark. That's what Tommy Carr, our timekeeper, tells us. Despite the fact that Bulldog Bob Brown has decided the outcome of all matches, I think there are a few things to be decided, and maybe you will not exactly hit the 100% mark tonight.
Well, I usually don't hit the 100% mark, but I'm not too far away either. I say this match here, now, Goldie, a lot of people won't understand this kind of match, but Goldie Rogers is punishing this kid. When I say punish him, he's punishing him. A front face lock, he had a bear hug on him, he had a leg hold on him, and he's been punishing Ferraro for the last 5 minutes. And I don't know how much more he can take.
Well, I do know that Goldie Rogers is going to take another yellow card. One more, and it's bye-bye Goldilocks. Tried to pull him down, but Ferraro couldn't pull it off.
Who's going to stop Larry Cameron? Who do you predict will stop?
I think it will have to go with him getting into the real heavyweight ranks, and probably a guy like Don the Rock Morocco, or Steve Blackman, or Steve DeSalvo.
They better bring him on real quick, because you won't have any professional wrestlers left. If he keeps on punishing him the way he has been punishing him for the last 3 or 4 weeks, there won't be nobody left.
Well, he's been scary, has Larry Cameron, no question. You're going to say what? What'd you say?
He wanted to put the
He wants to put the tights... No. Yeah. Wants me to get it? No. Surely he jests. I hope. All of a sudden, Ferrara coming back. Hey, he's doing a job. Rogers got it up on the ropes. Tommy Ferrara out of Minneapolis coming back here against Goldie Rogers of Hollywood. Mr. Rogers is reluctant to comply with Ferrara's invitation to mid-ring.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been quite an interesting match. I got to say now Ferrara's now come out of it a little bit, and he's taking it right to Goldie. But getting away from the match for a moment, Ed, you know, as long as you've been around the wrestling world, the talent that's coming in here. You talk about the Power Twins, 275 pounds each, 6'4". You talk about the Funk Brothers. Everybody knows them. And then you talk about ever-popular Ron Ritchie. Boy,
a lot of people.
The talent is coming.
A lot of people coming to this territory. There's the neck breaker. Ouch, he could feel that on the side of his head. 1, 2, 3. There, it's all over. It's all over. And Goldie Rogers scores over Tommy Ferrara.
I predicted another one, didn't I?
That's 1 in a row. The great Gama against Biff Wellington. Gama out of Karachi, Pakistan. Wellington, Lloydminster, Alberta. Both of them in that 220-pound weight division. In other words, the mid-heavyweight division. And we are zeroing in on the 10-minute mark. 15-minute time limit. He's using the ropes. Can you see that?
No, I can't see the ropes. I just think it's so much powerful that people want him to break it and let Wellington get up and have a chance.
Well, that's really a strange analysis. Well, Wayne Hart was not to be fooled. The referee of the year last year in this territory. Gama does not want to quit.
He always comes on strong.
He always what?
He always comes on strong.
I don't know whether you're an announcer or president of the Muckassing Great Gama Johnny Smith fan club.
No, I just tell you, he always saves the best for the last 3 or 4 minutes, and he's pouring it to Wellington right now. And what can I see? And if you see anything else, you're watching a different match than me, Ed Whalen.
I saw it. Were you really asking Muckassing for an autograph after the last time you interviewed him?
It'd be a pleasure for me to ask for an autograph, because I think he's a great competitor and a great athlete, and now he's got his great...
Announcers don't do that.
Well, I'm different. I like him, and I asked him for the autograph.
Huh. Straight, unbiased approach. We're past the 10-minute mark. Oh, my. Wellington hanging on.
What about the high-flying Ron Ritchie due back?
I don't want to. I'm going to wait for Stu Hart to make the announcement. Blabbermouth, you're telling everything that's coming up in Promoter's Corner.
Well, they sooner listen to me than Stu Hart.
You know they wouldn't rather listen to you. Gama beginning to come on strong after, in the initial part of the match, half of it, as a matter of fact, or more, Wellington thoroughly dominated. Not so now. I was absolutely delighted. Got the leg up on the rope recently to get a card and a calendar and a letter from Le Grand Charles out of Quebec. He was a manager in this territory. It must be, I'm trying to think, 15 years ago. He had class. I mean, he had a couple of diamonds in his 2 front teeth. Those would be a couple of things you'd like for Christmas. 2 diamond-studded front teeth.
No comment.
You're so colorful. At any rate, if Le Grand Charles is hearing me in faraway Quebec, we're thinking of you. Great guy. Boy, oh boy, Gamma is really going after Wellington now. Oh, it could be lights out.
I told you that earlier in the program. I told you he comes on strong. Now he's looking like the Gamma thing that I've known over the years.
You're very good with the I told you so. Okay, we are very, very close to the 13-minute mark. Somebody's going for a ride. Turn around, caught it beautifully. Wellington, in an act of desperation, decks his man.
Couldn't keep him down, though. He's up. He's up pounding again. That's the signs of a good athlete.
Well, we've got a couple of minutes remaining. That is in regulation time. It's one ball with a 15-minute time limit. Both of these men vitally needing a win here to climb into contention for the belt. I don't know if they're going to decide anything. Big hip toss. Going to do a little flying and a little splashing. Got the knees up. Yes, sir. Took too long.
Maybe that's all what Wellington really needs to get going in this match. He's got about a minute and a half to do it, and if he's going to do it, this is the time to do it before that bell rings.
Big clothesline. Great rally here by Biff Wellington.
See how nice that was?
I was surprised. I'm in a state of shock. Big suplex really knocked him down. Cover. 1 minute left now. Tommy Carr, timekeeper extraordinaire, tells us. Kind of high in the chest. Small package. 1, 2. Whoa. Close call. 45 seconds. Are you getting tense?
No, I'm not getting tense. I just think that this has been a great match, and I think they can hold out for 45 seconds. It'll be actually like a big win for Gamma Singh to hold a high-class Wellington. Like
what are you talking about?
Like a high-class Wellington. Like you said earlier in the show, he's great.
You've changed your tune. Look at that. Double collision at mid-ring. 20 seconds remaining. 15 seconds. If he's so highly touted as you say Gamma is, then it's a blow on his record if he can't beat the kid. You know that.
He's just had a tough night, and he wasn't all with it tonight.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, I think that he had him a couple times, and
whoa! 2 count. I think he would have got the third if the bell had not interjected.
Only counts in horseshoes, Mr. Whalen.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a close call for Gamma. He almost got nipped at the wire.
Well, it was a great match. There's no question about it, and it's a draw. It does them both great.
Yeah.
It'll climb them both up the ladder.
Very diplomatic. Very diplomatic.
A very winded Biff Wellington, and I don't blame you. That was one heck of a bout, and it seemed to me that it had gone maybe another 30 seconds. You had it all wrapped up.
Well, let me take nothing away from Gamma. He's a great competitor. He's been around for a long time. But I think you're right, Jim. A little more time. Gamma would have been down 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Now, obviously, this score has yet to be settled. The two of you ranked number 2 and 3. You're ranked 2 in that mid-heavyweight division. Gamma 3. You both want that title.
I'll tell you something, Jim. What I want is Johnny Smith. And to get to Johnny Smith, I got to climb back up the ladder. Gamma, you're a big obstacle in that ladder. Next week, though, I want more time.
An extended time limit?
No time limit. Fight till winner. Doesn't matter, Jim.
Okay, that'll be one heck of a bout. Thank you very much, Biff Wellington. Now let's go down to ringside with Ed Whalen and the Great Gamma.
Well, here he is in his saran wrap outfit, and you just escaped by the skin of your teeth.
I don't know what you are talking about, Ed. You won't escape by the neck of my teeth. Actually, I just came back from a very successful tour of Australia, coming back from the other part of the world.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the bout tonight.
That's what I'm talking about, Will. And coming back from the other part of the world, my physical positioning has been somewhat changed around. I actually thought I was on top of the man here. And besides, I thought it was a 16-minute time limit, not a 15-minute time limit.
16? I never heard of it.
Well, we have 16-minute time limits in other parts of the world. Maybe they don't know something about that around here. I was just playing with the guy because I wanted to warm myself up, get back in tip-top shape again, and I wanted to go to the last minute, last second, 15
He wants
and a half
no
minutes.
time limit. No
He
time
wants
limit.
no time limit.
Just go on and on.
Well, I'll give him 20 minutes because all I need is 16. I don't even need 16. I can finish him up in 2 or 3, but I like to play around.
You didn't
Get
manage
myself
it in
in
15.
shape because, look at this, I just got a little bit, but maybe a half a pound of chunkiness on my waist. I just want to get rid of that. Maybe I'll toy with him for 5 or 6 minutes.
Sure you will. Sure you will. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Fasten the old safety harness because I got a feeling this is going to be a rouser. We're talking about the Cuban Commandos, namely the combo of the Cuban Assassin and Comrade Jerry Morrow against the big man, Steve DeSalvo and Steve Blackman. Watch this. Uh-oh, wrong number. How embarrassing. What a terrible start for your friends who came out and shook hands with you, the Commandos.
You know, they're a fine team. You know, I've met them 3 or 4 times all over the country, and every time I looked at them, they seem to get better. And I'll tell you, they got something to prove today here on television. The wrestling Blackman and DeSalvo, they got their hands full. But if I had to go out on a limb and call a winner in this match,
I know who you'd call.
I'd call it the Cuban Commandos, of course.
Why do you shake hands? Don't you realize that that is not proper etiquette for an unbiased announcer?
And you didn't even say nothing about the great manager's new uniform. Look at him.
I call it saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap. Blue saran wrap. All right. This is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. That Abu Rizal has the stinkiest cigar I've ever smelled. About half a foot away from me. Hang on to the mic, will you?
Yes. Yes. Now, you know, Ed Whalen has gone and tried to chase the manager. I really don't understand this. He's chasing the manager around the ring, and he doesn't like the smell of his cigars. I think it's outrageous. And Ed Whalen, you should apologize to him. Let's get back to this match. Cuban Assassins and Jerry Morrow have been all over Blackman as in trouble. And here he comes back. That was an awful disgusting sight there, Mr. Whalen.
I don't have to smell that stupid cigar. Get that cigar out of here.
You know it's $5 cigars.
Smells like stinkweed. Anyway, let's get, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to watch Steve DeSalvo. And right now, DeSalvo is owning the Cuban Assassin. He's eating his lunch. This is a one-fall affair, 20-minute time limit. Jerry Morrow facing him here. Boy, I'll tell you, look at the power. Look at the power.
Oh, tremendous strength. Hey, the guy's 275 pounds. Hey, listen, you got to give DeSalvo credit because sometimes he does the right thing and sometimes he does nasty things like you just did to that wonderful manager.
Well, right now, referee Jürgen Herman is preaching the gospel to Steve Blackman.
You know, this is a tremendous combination here. I have to say that, tell you the truth, that the Cubans, DeSalvo and Blackman, hey, that's 4 good people in the ring. And you know what they're after. Every one of them's after the British Bulldogs. So a win here today in this tag team match, they would certainly climb the ladder. And I'll tell you, any team, I think, would give the British Bulldogs a little trouble.
Well, you just saw moments ago the great strength of DeSalvo. Full Nelson. DeSalvo is smiling. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. The Cubans really have a problem. Here comes Blackman, that martial arts expert. And the Cuban assassin is coming into the ring.
5 minutes gone. 5 minutes.
Something's got to give. Good shoulder block. Gives him a shot again. He's very strong and very agile. A couple of beautifully timed drop kicks, and Cuban gets out of there in a hurry, doesn't he?
DeSalvo and Blackman, not a bad team. They're showing me a few things that I didn't expect.
Well, an interesting observation. There's no question it's heating up as regards the tag team belts. Because we're going to tell you shortly about some of the teams coming in here. Oh, my. Boy, he delivers those knees to the chops beautifully, doesn't he? Uh-oh. Runs into the atomic drop. A little overzealous.
I tell you, that's where the experience comes through. You know, it's like any pro sports, you know. When you come up with the big moves and the big escapes, that's when you got great talent. And these Cuban commandos, hey, like them or dislike them, Ed Whalen, you've got to go along with me and repeat after me that they're a great team.
I can't say that.
Why not?
They're an adequate team. They got up to the top. They won the belts by skullduggery. Passed them over the top, which of course is totally illegal. Over the top, the referee did not see it. Now, Morrow, with a chair, knocks Blackman down.
That's for you, Ed Whalen. That's for you. Well, you got heat with everybody, don't you?
You like that, don't you? Well, it was illegal over the top. It was illegal being hit with a chair. And it may well change the direction of this bout. Whoa! Just a 2 count. That's the assassin up top, and he's going after the back of Blackman. It's the Cuban Commandos against what you might call Team Steve. Boy, what a big team. The combination of Blackman and DeSalvo weighing in at a combined weight of 560 pounds. They outweigh their opponents by nearly 100. The assassin and Morrow coming in at 473 to, as mentioned, 560 for the Steve team.
You know, the ratings, the Cuban Commandos is number 2, and Steve DeSalvo and Blackman are number 4. So, you know, a win here by Blackman and DeSalvo, you know, will certainly boost their great ego to go after the British Bulldogs. That's what
You don't expect that.
Oh, I don't expect them to win, no. I think the Cuban Commandos are too smart for that.
Oh, there's a beautiful splash. Just a 2 count, but interference by DeSalvo broke it up.
You like that, of course. DeSalvo should have been disqualified. He came in, that could have been a 3 count, Ed.
Well, the Cubans would never do that, of course. We all know that. Look out now. Just 2. I'd like to take this opportunity to say hello to a man who often sits at ringside here and has done so over the years, Doug Thompson. Doug is having some health difficulties right now, rather severe ones. Doug, we're pulling for you. Here we are at the 10-minute mark. It's one fall. There's a 20-minute time limit. The Commandos against Steve DeSalvo and Steve Blackman. Now look out, Nelly, underneath, and beautiful clothesline by Blackman. Oh, how sweet it is. Did he tag? No, he missed the tag. He was right there and he missed it.
Yeah, he's beat up, that's why.
Turn around. There's the tag. Here comes DeSalvo. Here we go now. Gets his man, flings him across the ring, and ouch. Ouch. Oh, has he got power? Has he got power or what?
Well, he's got a lot of powers, and they've taken it right to the Commandos now, and I'll tell you, the Commandos look like they're in a little bit of trouble, but I don't expect it to last long.
Oh. Oh, did he force the air out of Morrow, hitting him high in the chest? DDT, that's what he gave him. He asked for crowd approval, and he got it for the DDT. The Steve team going great guns here. They might have him. If they don't get careless, here's the cover. 1, 2. Not enough. Didn't wrap up the leg.
That's right. A smart guy would have wrapped up the leg and got the 1, 2, 3 there. But Blackman, you know, he's in a class of all his own, and he'll have to learn these things.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Steve Blackman scoring.
It's a major upset. That's all I can tell you.
Well, it's certainly that. Certainly a major upset because DeSalvo and Blackman are very much a new combination. Now we move to Promoter's Corner, and Stu Hart, I've been going through a list of people coming in here. The Power Twins.
Yeah, the Power Twins, I believe, are 280, 90-pounders, and they're from New York City, and I believe they're identical twins.
They are indeed, and I understand quite an awesome combination.
Yeah, David Cho, Dr. David, claims they're his boys, so you can expect them to be pretty bombastic, I think.
That's a good word for Dr. D. David Schultz, their teacher. All right, I hear the Funk Brothers are headed to this territory.
Yeah, both Dory and Terry, they're both former world champions, and Dory Funk himself was one of the greatest champions we've ever had in here, and Terry also was a great wrestler, and as their father was. So they have a lot going for them.
Okay, I know that Don Morocco's coming back. The Rock has the North American belt. He'll be back shortly. And now I hear one of the very popular, he called himself the People's Champion. I think he was that. Ron Ritchie's back.
Ron Ritchie is, he's one of the better boys in the business, and a Canadian boy at that, and he's always given a very good account of himself.
Okay, those are some new faces to look forward to. And now from the face of Stu Hart and Ed Whalen, let's switch you to Jim Davies.
The International Tag Team Champions, the British Bulldogs, and you got a big chore for you a little later on this card in the main event when you're taking on almost 700 pounds, Muckin Singh and Vulcan Singh.
You know, Jim Davis is an old saying what goes around Canada and the whole world. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Vulcan Singh, Muckin Singh, the British Bulldogs are going to step in the ring tonight with you guys, and we're going to chop you down like 2 big oak trees. And as you fall down, all the people are going to shout, timber. And when you fall down, that's when the British Bulldogs are going to get on top of you and pin you 1, 2, 3.
Davey boy, very well spoken. Now, Dynamite, what have you got to say?
Listen, Jim, last week Vulcan and Muckin Singh, credit where it's due. They swings over the top roll.
but don't underestimate the British Bulldogs. Brocken, tonight is the night. We will prove to you, we don't care about the size difference, we'll prove to you tonight that we are the true champions, and we're going to keep those belts around our waist on Stampede Wrestling. You can't do it. There's no other team in the world right now who can take those belts away from us. We're confident. We've been working out. We're in good condition. Brocken, beware. Tonight is the night.
You heard it from the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid. They're ready.
Comes the Lethal Man. Lethal Larry Cameron. Oh, he looks awesome. He looks awesome.
I think he just looks great. You know, he was so tough in the Canadian Football League that they threw him out. And I'll guarantee you one thing, if they don't start giving him some competition, he's going to beat up on somebody.
Well, one wonders if it might be Gus Jamieson. Jim Davies in the ring is introducing Jamieson. Introducing Gus Jamieson at 245. He's out of Wetaskiwin.
Devastating victories. Weighing in at 265 from Chicago, the lethal one, Larry Cameron.
There he is. You like him?
You know, I just admire the guy. I think the guy's great. The guy's got everything going for him, and it's just a matter of time before those Bulldogs in Morocco and all your superstars of Stampede Wrestling get ready to give this guy a challenge, because I'll tell you what, if he doesn't get it, he'll take it.
Well, I must admit he's got quite a record. We saw him go around 5 minutes on one match. That was a long one. Most of them have been 2 or 3.
So true, Mr. Ed Whelan. So true.
All right. I get a kick out of a guy like Wayne Hart explaining the rules, because you know Cameron doesn't give 2 hoots about rules. See what I mean? See what I mean? What a gentleman. What a gentleman.
Well, who's the dumb one? Jameson's the dumb one. He knows how tough this guy don't give or take. You know, he just dishes it out, and Jameson should have been smarter than to put his hand out there.
Boy, he's awesome. Oh, man. He is using Gus Jamieson right now as cannon fodder.
Why don't you shake hands with him sometime, Ed Whelan?
He doesn't like me. You mean Lethal Larry Cameron?
Yeah, he doesn't like you. That's true.
Yeah. Well, he's getting very mouthy, isn't he? Very mouthy.
What I told you a while ago. He wants competition, and he hasn't been given any.
Well, he's going to come outside here by our press table. And he's not exactly going to invite him into the ring. You're going to bang him around a little bit. I'm going to have a lap full of Jameson. Oh, no, not that. Oh, my merciful heavens. Well, there you go. There goes your notes, Bulldog.
One yellow card for Larry Cameron.
Got to recover all the notes for the Bulldog. And Larry Cameron, the lethal one, is getting a yellow card, much deserved.
I don't think. I tell you, the guy's mad. You know, you got to be with him once in a while, Ed Whelan. He's been here now for 3 or 4 weeks. The guy hasn't had any competition, and he's cleaning house. So why wouldn't he get mad? And you just saw a little taste of it. His body, Jameson's body, came that far away from hitting you in the head.
That's true. One thing I admire about Cameron, nice haircut. Nice haircut. Oh, I tell you, he is, without question, lethal. He does live up to that name. Now, can he put him away? Can he put him away?
Oh, he's going to put him away. I don't know how Jameson's come out of this. He's taken punishment now for the last 3 or 4 minutes. More punishment than I've ever saw any wrestler take. And boy, this Cameron's on the warpath, and I don't blame him.
Did he get it? 1, 2. Oh, almost got fooled. A little overconfident, maybe, do you suppose? Lethal Larry Cameron against Gus Jamieson. Got under. Spencer got him with a drop kick. Kid is not lying down and playing dead.
That was a drop kick, and that was on the button, right on the chin.
All of a sudden, what has happened to Hot Shot Cameron? I have never seen him in trouble in this ring. He's in trouble right now. Crowd says, yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's going to pull who over? We got a standoff here. Going for a ride. No, sir. Turn around. Caught him coming in. Cameron moving toward the 5-minute mark. What's taking him so long?
That's what you call the big foot. You never heard of the big foot? Chambers
That's the Sasquatch, yeah.
That's right. I think now's the time right now. I think this match is all over.
Did you see that? Oh, he's got him if he wants him. That power slam was awesome.
I love him when he re-picks him up after a 2 count. Now he's going to put the coup de grace on him. No way he can get out.
No way he'll get out. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Lethal Larry Cameron. And I'll tell you something awesome.
It's an opportunity right now for you, Ed Whalen, because you're going to interview, and I like it very much.
You know, you've been a thorn in my side ever since I got here. I'm beginning to develop a real dislike to you.
Me?
Yeah, you. And if I can't get no simple competition, I'm going to put you in a pair of wrestling boots and get you up here and teach you a lesson.
I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that, but you had a temper tantrum.
Well, look here. Let me tell the rest of you morons something out there. Yeah, I guess by now, anybody in the world with a brain knows that I'm not playing games. And there's only 2 things that have separated me from greatness, and that's air and opportunity. And I guess by now, you all know that the air is gone. So what do? I come here. Ever since I'm here, I'm afraid with a bunch of no-name bombs. I need some real competition. I need a Chris Benoit. I need a Steve DeStabo. I even need that little bulldog. Shut up, woman. And what about Don Rocco? He heard that I was on a white meat tear. He heard that I was destroying everybody. So he decided to take off and go lay off in the sun somewhere. But Rocco, you can run and you can hide. But there's one thing for sure. The chef always gets his man. Always.
All right, there he is, the Shaft, Lethal, Larry Cameron. Now let's switch you over to Bob Brown and his fan club meeting with the Singh Boys.
Just in a few minutes, Mucka Singh, the thing I've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I know you guys are capable of beating the British Bulldogs, so don't let me down here tonight.
I want to tell the Bulldogs something, and all these people that want to come out here ranting and raving and screaming for them. You know something, Bulldogs? You run your mouth. You say you'll give anybody a title match that could put you 2 out of a battle royal. Well, you've seen Vulcan and myself put you out of the battle royal, just like all the people right there in this arena and in TV land just put you out of the battle royal. Now, there's one more surprise coming yet. One more big surprise, Vulcan, tonight. We sat down, we talked about it. We had Apu Rizal with us, Vulcan singing, myself, and some of the other members of the Vice sat down. I'll tell you something, Bob Brown. It's surprise time. Bulldogs, you get in the ring. You want to be the greatest tag team in the world? Well, you're going to have to beat us to do it. And I'll tell you what, when our little surprise gets unlaunched tonight, you will only be no longer champion, but you won't look so smart in the wrestling world. It's surprise time, Bulldogs, and we're the surprise, and we're coming after you.
Good luck, champ.
Well, here's a match that should be a great one. We have seen them tangle before. They have been ring classics, really. I might use that term advisedly, but I think it's applicable. For the Commonwealth Mid-Heavyweight title, the challenger is Chris Benoit. 220 pounds out of Edmonton. Johnny Smith, 225, Manchester. 1 fall, 60-minute time limit. Jürgen Herman, the referee. We are moving well past the 5-minute mark. And so far, well, Bulldog, how do you score?
Well, you know, before we went on the air, you know what Mr. Johnny Smith told me? He was going to dedicate this match to me. So that means he's going to go out and he's going to beat Chris Benoit.
Dedicating the match to you?
Yeah, and, you know, he never lies. So he's going to go out and he's going to beat Chris Benoit.
Must be the thrill of your life. I've never had a match dedicated to me.
Well, nobody likes you, Ed.
I can't win. At any rate, this is... Pardon?
It's going to be a good match. You know, I tell you, these two have got a lot in common. They got a lot of good skills. Hey, they've been around the professional ranks for a couple of years. Hey, they really put their things together. And this is why this is going to be the exciting match of the evening, Mr. Ed Whalen. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Mr. Johnny Smith, when it's all over and done, when the smoke has cleared the ring, you'll see him standing there with the championship belt. I know you're going to view it different. And you've been right on a few occasions.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm not sure that it's totally decided as yet. We've only gone about 8.5 minutes, and thus far, it's been pretty even Steven. It is, of course, a 1 hour time limit, 1 fall. Well, there's been some solid hitting in the ring. Benoit will not give up that easily. It's been a long road to get back at a challenge for the mid-heavyweight crown, one that Benoit once wore.
Well,
Boston Crab.
A lot of good things happened to me this week. You know, they invited me. I'm going to go on tour.
You're going on tour?
Yeah, I'm going to the province of British Columbia. And you know what those fans are like. You know, they never did like me because I was such a tough individual when I was there. When I beat the likes of Gene Kiniski, John Quinn, and Duncan McTavish, and all those superstars they had out there, I'm coming back on a goodwill trip.
Goodwill. Peace on earth. And all that jazz. Well, Johnny Smith drawing the ire of the crowd here, but Benoit would not pack it in. Johnny Smith often does a lot of jawing with a crowd. Just two. One fall, 1 hour. I got to ask you something. Johnny Smith and Davy Boy Smith are related. I don't see them talking at all.
Well, you know, they're related, and they got their different views of wrestling. You know, Johnny's got his way of making a living in the ring, and he does it his way. Davy Boy Smith does it his way. I think they might respect each other, but
You think they'd face each other?
Well, it would be a great match, I would say. And I'll tell you, they could keep it in the family. It'd be a great match, but I'd still say that Johnny Smith is the better between the both.
Two,
yeah.
I might debate that.
But it would be a great match.
A great match, okay. We're past the 10-minute mark. Oh, beautiful, beautiful clothesline. Both men working hard are a sea of sweat. They've really been going at each other right from the opening gun. Boy, what a landing. Look at Benoit work. Pulls him down, passes him over. Cover 1, 2. Oh, just a minute. Slow count.
Well, I thought he lifted his shoulder just a shade. But, you know, that's up to the referee. The referee's got a hard job. I thought he did a good job of doing the 1, 2, and he could have counted 3, but really he kicked out before the 3 count.
Whoa! Whoa! Boy, did Benoit, who had things under control, ever take a header.
And I want to ask you a personal question. Just between you and me, you go back over the years, and so do I. Do you have anything in your mind that would tell me that Chris Benoit could really beat Johnny Smith for the title?
Talent, speed, personality, drive, desire. There's a few other things. And an overwhelming, as you see there, an overwhelming passion to succeed.
Well, all those comments are very, very good, Ed Whalen, but that doesn't bring him the championship belt.
Well, we'll see. It might in this bout. Oh, no. Oh, my. I got to ask you something. I am watching two guys belting the bejabbers out of each other in this ring. We know that most pro wrestlers have to fight a minimum of 5, sometimes 6 nights a week. You have been in that ring. There's a 2 count. Whoa, just. How do you take that pounding?
Well, first of all, Ed, it's good that you brought up that question because we can explain it on television land. Each individual in that ring is in the gymnasium 3 to 4 hours a day. There's not a day that goes by, and they give a lot up. You know, they give up with their families, their children, and stuff like that to get to the gym. They know it's a tough grind when it comes to professional wrestling, and they got to be at their very, very best. Now, a guy that doesn't go to the gym is not going to last long in this business, and that's all I got to say. These guys are in the gymnasium, and 2 of them are fine athletes, and that's why they can wrestle 5 and 6 times a week and take the punishment that they're taking. No other sport would do it.
Well, he's getting a yellow card. Johnny Smith is not too happy about it, but he is getting a yellow card. And Benoit is shaken up.
Like, you know, Ed, you watch professional football, professional hockey, which you are in. You know they got timeouts now in hockey. They got timeouts in football. Here's a match that's in the ring. It's supposed to be 1 hour or 1 fall for the championship. And they know they've got to go the hour. They know in that hour they got one of them's going to win. But let me remind you this. You don't see it in other professional sports. You got timeouts here, timeouts there. That's why these guys are in great shape.
Over the top. Oh, pull him down. 1, 2. Again, you got 2 7/8. That's the second time in the match. Johnny Smith, as often happens with Johnny Smith, is enraged that he almost lost the belt. So he comes back with a vengeance as we hit the 15-minute mark.
A lot of people right now won't understand what Johnny Smith is doing. Johnny Smith knows that he's got a problem with this match. Here he's got a young kid, 21. He's full of energetic. Hey, he's raring to go the hour if he has to. So Johnny Smith has grabbed a hold on him, and he wants to wear him down. And when he thinks he's got him, he'll go out and get the 1, 2, 3.
And we're again 1, 2. That's hard to stick.
Had a
Look
hold
out.
of the tights also.
Close. You're getting a little nervous in the service, aren't you?
Well, that only counts in horseshoes. It was close.
Yep. Okay. Well, it's been close umpteen times with Benoit the aggressor. Great hard-hitting match. Benoit gets out of it. Smith trying to hit him with a pile driver, but Benoit escapes. But he pays the price. He's a little rattled. Crowd is trying to exhort Chris Benoit. We're moving toward the 20-minute mark.
Both wrestlers are tired now, Ed. I'm going to tell you what, this been going 17, 18 minutes and been going at full speed. And listen, it's taken a lot out of every one of them. So now we got to sit back and see who's going to make the big mistake.
Yeah, that could possibly be what would decide it. There's a cover, there's a 1, there's a 2, that's all. Smith a little frustrated. He figured he had things under control. He did not. You're watching champion Johnny Smith against challenger Chris Benoit. This for the Commonwealth mid-heavyweight title. One fall, 60 minutes. We're getting very close to the 20-minute mark. Jürgen Hermann, third man in the ring. Well, that's one way out. Look at that. Sleeper. He's got the sleeper. Can he put him away? Nope. Smith recovered very quickly. Boy, did he get out of trouble in a hurry.
Boy, what a cagey conniver this Johnny Smith is. When everybody thinks it was over with the sleeper roll, he backs him right in the turnbuckle. He hurts his back. Now he's going to work on Chris Benoit. This has been a great match, Ed.
Second yellow card. Two yellow cards now for Johnny Smith. One more and he's disqualified, but of course he would keep his belt. I wonder if that rule should be changed. If you're disqualified, you should lose your belt. That would make a lot of sense.
Well, there's a lot of talk about it in the professional wrestling circles that they're trying to change that. I'm glad you brought that up, Ed, to the wrestling fans out there. I know a lot of places in the United States of America, you can lose your belt now in a disqualification. And so, who knows? It may come up this way, too.
Okay, off those ropes. Caught him. Caught him. Benoit reached out to touch someone. Did he ever? Oh, he landed heavily on his shoulder and his head. Hit the back of his head. We're at the 20-minute mark, and Smith is hurt. Johnny Smith is hurt.
Yes, he's hurt. He definitely got hurt. That's what you call a back suplex. And when it's applied, it can really put your whole body out of kilter, especially your neck. And this is what happened to Johnny Smith. But I expect Johnny Smith to shake it off, just like they do in other professional sports, and come on back. But right now,
he doesn't look good now.
See where he made his mistake. He had the man down. He didn't cover him, Ed, and that's a bad policy. So he could have had him right there for a 3 count, but he didn't do it.
But he's going to do it for the pile driver. Smith says, oh, no. Is he taking too much time? Benoit could have him now. Got him. High on the chest. Cover 1, 2. Oh, I don't know about his counting. Benoit 3 times has almost had him. Up. They're both out over top. Both over top. And that's going to wipe it out.
Well, I don't understand that. They both went over the top rope. Let them keep on fighting. Let them go. This is a big match. I think it was a bad call on the referee. I thought Johnny Smith was on his way to victory.
Well, I can't agree with that. I thought Chris Benoit was on his way to victory. Whoa, did he bang Smith into that ring post? But there is a declaration of no contest by the referee. Wipes it out.
It's a tremendous match. It was a hard-fought match. Both of them went over the top rope. The referee saw fit to stop it. I don't know why. I'd like to see them keep on fighting because I think that Johnny Smith was coming on strong at the finish.
Chris Benoit, a very strange ending. The referee, Jürgen Herman, said no contest because the two of you went over the top rope. I thought you were in control there. There were 3 occasions where I thought you had him pinned, but a slow count worked against you.
I'll say like you, Jim Davies. Johnny Smith, I had you beat in the middle of this ring tonight on several occasions. Jürgen Hamler, every time it seems I get a title fight here, he seems to be sanctioned a referee. Well, I'll tell you what, Smith. Next week, I want a return match in this ring. I don't care who the referee's going to be. You bring what you want in the ring. Johnny Smith, I promise all these people in here and all these people out there on TV that you're going down.
You heard it from Chris Benoit. Now let's go to Bulldog Bob Brown, who's with Johnny Smith.
Okay, Johnny, I just saw the most grueling 20-minute match I've saw in some time. I thought if the referee hadn't stopped the match, you would have went on to eliminate him. I thought the referee give in, and you should have been the winner. Now he's talking about a rematch.
He's talking about rematches. I gave him his Christmas present this year. I gave him a shot at the best prize in wrestling at this Commonwealth belt. I gave him a jump. I gave him a title shot. I had him going like a dirty yellow dog from pillar to post. And what does he do? Throws me over the top rope. He's turned balls to lose in front of all these morons. I'll give him a rematch because I can beat him anytime, any place, and anywhere I want to.
I think you're a credit to professional wrestling. I think
Thank
you're the
you very
best
much.
champion I've ever saw, and I know what's going to happen when the rematch takes
Chris
place.
Benoit, you come out next week, give it all you got because it's going to be the last one you ever get, punk. I beat you to the start. I'm going to beat you again.
We'll be right back. So, of course, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the weight will take an advantage, and they'll go on and beat the Bulldogs for the championship.
Well, look at that for power. Oh. Davey Boy Smith picked up the 380-pounder and slammed him.
Well, certainly, it's amazing me, you know, Davey Boy slamming the big guy. That's 380 pounds, and that could take a toll on anybody. So, Mucka Singh, though, tagged like a good athlete should and let his new partner come in so he can rest a little bit.
It's a Vulcan Singh championship match. Dynamite Kid comes in. Boy, does he jam him in the corner. Oh, weight means nothing to the Dynamite Kid. Well, Dynamite has a hard time knocking that down.
That's where the weight comes in, 310 pounds. He took advantage of it, and he just bounced up.
Watch this now. Double whammy on the clothesline. Muckin Singh doesn't want to go in the ring.
Well, I seem to pick that up, that his partner came over and tagged him, Mucka didn't. Maybe there's something that we don't know that's going on yet.
Strategy.
That's probably what it is.
Okay, 1 fall, 1 hour. That's Davey Boy Smith against Vulcan Singh. Gosh, I'll tell you, great to see Davey Boy Smith, the Dynamite Kid, back in this territory from whence they came. This is where they broke in North America after coming out of Leeds and Manchester, England. Also great to see all the new faces coming to this territory. Oh, we got us a ton of fun ahead. Tag, here's Muckin Singh. Well, he's not sure he wants to go in. Last time he was in there, Davey Boy Smith slammed him with ease, I might add.
What was that last statement you said? The great talent coming in, did you say?
Yes, yes.
Stu Hart's finally opening up his checkbook.
not nice. The Weasel going bananas at ringside. What a noisy little character.
I like his outfit. Isn't that sharp? Come on now, Ed.
It's irritating.
What did you call it?
Looks like a garbage bag. Cover, 1, 2, oh! Close call. Davy Boy. Now in comes the Dynamite Kid. You're looking at 228 against 380, and you're seeing the Dynamite Kid more than hold his own.
I wonder why the referee is not breaking it up on the ropes. You know, he's calling a match. He's calling a pretty good match, but I think, don't you think there's a little bit of favoritism there towards our...
Not at all.
You don't think so?
No. Marcus Singh's in a little bit of trouble. Would you believe a big bit of trouble? Just 2. He makes the tag and staggers out of the ring. Vulcan Singh. Oh, man, did he catch him with that clothesline? His right leg buckled under him. Gonna pull him over. Can he pull 310 in a suplex?
Come on, Davey boy.
There's your answer. There's your answer.
Yeah, he can say he's picked them up both now, but it really hasn't done any good because he hasn't jarred either one of them. Now, you got to pick him up, but you got to do something with him when you pick him up, and the British Bulldogs has failed to do that.
5 minutes.
I think it's remarkable.
5 minutes.
We are now at the 5-minute mark. 1 fall, 60-minute time limit. International Tag Team belts on the line. There's the cover. It's just 1. Dynamite jams him in a Davy Boy, makes the tag. The Bulldogs are doing the smart thing. They're tagging often and quickly.
Well, there's no question about it. You know, when you look at both of them in the ring, you're looking at 2 fine professional athletes, Davy Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid. Now, 2 different ways of looking at this match. They're big, they're strong, they've been around the world, they know how to win, but tonight I still say they're going to meet the maker.
Meet their maker, okay? I'm going to tell you something. We have looked at Vulcan and Muckin Singh go into the ring, 690 pounds worth. And you might have thought that was awesome. The Bulldogs are not impressed.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you somebody else that's impressed. I just noticed the wrestling promoter, Stu Hart, sitting at ringside, and he's keeping a close eye on this match. And I'm sure that he's favoring the British Bulldogs, and I think he's a little nervous that an upset is in the making.
Sure talks big.
Yes, he does.
He talks big, Stu.
He's entitled to his opinions, but don't sell the Bulldogs short.
Got that right. There's the tag. Here comes Dynamite. We're moving toward the 10-minute mark. 1 fall, 60-minute time limit. International Tag Team Championship match. Davy Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, the British Bulldogs, against the Sing Sing Boys, Muckin Singh and Vulcan Singh.
If you looked around the arena tonight and see all the many wrestling promoters around the country taking this match in, I wonder what they're all doing here. Do they sense something? Do they sense a major upset?
Oh, major. look at the match. He's using the hair. The referee is not seeing it. One cannot deny that Mukin Singh and Volkan Singh make a very interesting combination, particularly as regards to size, and you also cannot dismiss their toughness. So there's no question this is a challenge for the Bulldogs. There will be other challenges. The Funk Brothers, Power Twins, etc., etc. Whoa, did he bounce out of that turnbuckle? He'd better beware of the Karachi Crunch. Tide may be turning here. Got to duck under. He didn't. He didn't.
10 minutes gone. 10 minutes.
Got the leg up. 10 minutes gone. One fall, 1 hour. And Dynamite in difficulty. Volkan Singh pounding away at him. Boy, he bulldogged him. Now the choke.
That's 310 pounds taking him across the ring in a bulldog headlock. You know, that could do Dynamite Kid in, because he's been taking some tremendous punishment here for the last 3 or 4 minutes. And I tell you, he better get over and tag, or else we're going to have new tag team champions.
He says with a big smile. Dynamite in the bear hug right now. Davey Boy comes out and says, let's bust this up. There was no tag. There was no tag.
You know what?
I saw no tag.
Oh, they touched each other in the corner.
Oh, sure they did. Now that time, there's a legal tag, but there's also 2 men in the ring. Just 2. That's all. Davey Boy yearning to make the tag. Bulldogs are in trouble.
I told you that 3 weeks ago.
You told me that 3 weeks ago. Well, he's going up top. Came down on the knees. Got the knees up. Can he make the tag? The answer is in the affirmative. Here comes Davey Boy. Got him beautifully. Then the other man is knocked down. It's house cleaning time. Little knockin'. Davey Boy looks like he's in complete control now. Cover 1, 2, just. That's all. Can he get him now? He's got Volkan Singh on the run. Another clothesline. Mukin Singh had to come to the rescue. The Singh boys have got problems.
I enjoy it. I tell you, I like this roughness, you know. I like him to go all the way out and, hey, the guy goes in and makes a save when his partner. It's good teamwork, and that's what I like.
All right. Look at him go. Oh, he's going to slam him. Big power slam. Cover 1, 2. And again, it's broken up by Muckinsing. And there's a yellow card for Muckinsing. Yellow card.
Don't lose it, baby boy.
He's going to drive him. He's going to drive him. He's got him. But they cannot keep Muckin out of there. They can't keep Muckinsing out of the ring.
Now, Dynamite Kid's in the ring illegally. Now, where's the yellow flag, the yellow card?
Oh,
now,
come on. Muckinsing was in the ring illegally. Up, Davey Boy. Takes a look at the weasel. Pulls him into the ring. He's going to slam him. Oh, the crowd loves it.
125 pounds, and you love it.
The crowd loves it. Karachi Crunch. Just a minute. The referee didn't see what was going on there. There's a Karachi Crunch. What is going on here?
Oh. Johnny Smith came out and tried to help the Dynamite Kid to get back in the ring. That's all he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He came out and he interfered.
No,
he finished him off. Oh, no. Just a minute.
I told you.
I know. No, it cannot be. They win the title.
Steve DeSalvo and Steve Blackman, the two of you came in there to break things up at the very end. Obviously, you got some interest.
Forget it. You talk about this. You talk about that. I'm going to tell you something now, Davies. I'm going to tell the people of Calgary. They can sit there, and those big, fat, slobs, little beast pigs can sit there, and they took the belt. They stole the belt from the Bulldogs. They didn't beat them fair and square. That's one thing I've always abided by is the rules. No matter what people think of me, I don't care if they like me. It doesn't matter to me. Blackman, you've seen the same thing. Steve, I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to revenge a little DC. Because I'll tell you what, I want Hart to get right up a contract. Him and I, Steve Blackman, the greatest martial arts expert in the world, bench presses over 700 pounds, and of course everybody knows my figures. Everybody knows how great I am. And we'll take on those two big fat pigs right here.
Steve, you tell them to enjoy the belts while they have them, because they're not going to have them for long. As soon as we get them out here, that's going to be it. They're going down.
You heard it from Steve Blackman and Steve DeSalvo. Now let's go to Ed.
Well, what are you doing here? This isn't your interview.
I want to congratulate you on winning the championship. I want to congratulate you on winning the championship. I know Ed Whalen, you got a different version, but I tell you what, Johnny Smith wasn't involved.
Get out of here. This isn't
Have
your
a look,
interview.
Whalen. Have a look, Whalen. You can't keep the champions down. You can't keep us down. I told all the people it's going to be a big surprise.
You needed Johnny Smith.
We didn't need nobody. You're looking at it. The greatest tag team in the world, the British Bulldogs. Now we're the greatest tag team. We don't care about the Salvo and Blackman. Bring them on. We're ready for them anytime they're ready to come. You know something? People better start listening to my predictions pretty soon. I said the Stampeders of Calgary were going to be rotten. I said Willie DeWitt was a bum. He was. I said Lacusta was a bum. I said everybody was a bum, and ended up being a bum. When I start making predictions, you people better listen.
Right.
You better people better start paying attention. I said we'd be champions. No, we are champions.
I've heard enough.
I'm
That's
the greatest
enough.
predictor.
I don't have to listen to all this crap.
I'm the greatest predictor in the world. I'm like Genie Dixon who predicts the future. I said we'd have a big surprise. We'd be champions.
All right.
Bulldogs, whenever you heal up, whenever you got enough guts, you come back.
Right.
Until then, you send the Salvo and Blackman. Send them on. We're ready.
Get out of here. That's enough. That's enough. Well, we have had quite a night, have we not? Some amazing developments have occurred. At any rate, we'll look forward to seeing you next time, but in the meantime, and in between time, that's it. Another edition of TSN Wrestling. Bye-bye now.